Most of you have probably heard the idea that you can be making money if only you knew a special secret, or the idea that it can only be done with a certain niche or a certain tool. But the truth is, it doesn't matter which niche you're in. Most likely in almost any type of online business that you can name, there are plenty of people that are making good living from it. So in this video, I'm gonna talk about 5 lessons that I've learned about making money in my 20s so far. So for those who don't know me, my name is Artur. I became a senior software engineer in a huge IT company by the age of 23. And I made my first 100K online by the age of 22. And I also own my own web agency, FindLabs, where we develop many of the IT solutions. But I'm still pretty early in my path, and in this video I'm just gonna share what I've learned so far. Without any further ado, let's get into it. So the first lesson that I want to share is that you need to be a professional. So what does that actually mean? You probably heard the phrase invest in yourself, or that the best investment is investment in you. But what does that mean from the practical standpoint? So if you think about it, most of the money transactions is purely value exchange, meaning you're giving some value to someone and in exchange of that you receive your payment, regardless if it's working for someone or owning your own business. It all comes down to which problem did you solve for the business or to someone else. So that means having some practical skills like video editing, coding, sales, or really anything that has a high demand and lower competition. So let's say you want to do video editing. Of course, you can work for somebody or try to find work via freelance. And if you're really good at it, then you just need to place yourself in front of the right people. And you'd get clients paying you for your skill, for solving the problem of producing the content, or simply saving them time, which on its own is a big pain point. But let's say if you were to take a low-income job, like a construction work, would you be making a lot more money if you were to invest more of your time into making the construction work? Well, maybe if you were to move to a new level of related work, like overseeing the construction work project or just building something more complex and unique. But if you were to simply put bricks for 5 years without expansion in that sphere, regardless of how hard you would be working at that point, you wouldn't get ahead and make a lot of money. The same thing applies for any online job, where you need to expand your knowledge and get good, if not the best, in your niche. So think about it. If you were a software engineer and you wanted to help companies, let's say, with improving the speed of their website loading. So the case for that would be Amazon. The more time that somebody waits, the less money they make. So let's say with your speed optimization, you can increase their sales by at least 1 or 2%. How much more value would you bring to Amazon in that? So of course, in this example, you've increased their sales, then you also increase the amount of value that you provided for them. So this is an example of actually leveraging your skill, where so many people are trying to go online and make their money without having this skill, whether that's providing a service and understanding it on the very surface level, or selling something that isn't even that good. The second big thing that could really affect your income is your network. So you probably heard the saying, you're an average of 5 people that you surround yourself with. But not even just that, but how many opportunities did you lose or could have if you just knew the right people? An example of that could be someone who can help you on your path of getting a certain job or acquiring a certain skill, or someone who can invest into your business or introduce you to someone who can bring you value. With a great network, you can basically get a better job, or if you're starting your own business, you can get experience from other people, especially from those who are working in your niche, or even find a business partner that can have a complementary skill to yours. And now you can use the power of 2 people trying something instead of you just handling everything yourself. Think about it. Mark Zuckerberg created Facebook in his dorm with a bunch of his friends who were able to help him with the initial investment and helping him with code. Or when Steve Jobs created Apple with his friend Wozniak. Who knows what would happen if they never met, and Steve would not get inspired or wouldn't see the opportunity for personal computers. So therefore, your network is very important. So it's a good idea to invest into a relationship that you already have and continue meeting new people. And moving to our next one is knowing your own worth. I've seen this so many times where people don't have enough belief into them or their project. There are of course exceptions with delusion of people that overestimate their skills or overestimate their project. But what I see most of the time is that people just don't ask or expect enough. Of course, there could be many factors for that, where it's because of the lack of ambition or lack of self-confidence. An example for that could be when people are feeling too shy or any other reason that they don't want to even ask for the raise of their own salary. Or if they sell their service for too cheap, or they really want to try and start this new business idea that they have, but they are too afraid of what if this thing or them are not good enough for this. How many times did we give up on something because it didn't go as we wanted it to go? when we've had a certain expectation, but as soon as something didn't go as we wanted or expected, we just gave up. How many times have I also seen people that are trying to keep themselves busy as an excuse of their current underachievement? For example, a person could really be always busy and always work, but the question is, where are all the results then? Let's say a person makes $1,000 a month and he's always busy. And if you're trying to meet with them, they'll say, oh, I'm very busy. Next time I have, let me check my calendar. 2 weeks from now, yeah, I have this small spot, let's meet. And now if you take a look into someone who's making 5 to 10 times, if not 20 times more than them, most of the time, those kind of people, they'll be able to meet with you pretty much the next day. Because usually these kind of people, they're more in control of their time and generally their life, where they don't try to make themselves seem busy and act as if they were working on something big, because they usually are, where the other person is trying to use it as a self-defending mechanism or as an excuse of why they are not where they want to be, and they start blaming everything around them, every circumstance, like the lack of time or lack of something else. And usually these kind of people, they just wait for the perfect time to start this business, the perfect time to get this job. Once I have this diploma, once I learn this skill, once I do this, once I have enough money, once I have more time, then I would do it. So it is their perfect time. But the truth is that perfect time might never happen. So let's move to our next point, which is master soft skills. Mastering soft skills is crucial because they enhance interpersonal interactions, improve employability, foster leadership, and help you build effective communication. If you think about it, almost everything in life is a sort of negotiation or interaction when it comes to other people around you. And what could be more important while working and living in a society if not get good at it, where you can build personal character things like charisma and others that can really help you be a better leader, better boss, or simply get better at getting what you want from others. And without that, it's almost impossible to get ahead in life because there will always be someone who is better. But if you can keep improving the version of yourself, the version who were yesterday, a week ago, a month ago, or over a year ago, then you can really see the progress. And little things like this will start to add up. And the last one is getting good at analyzing. While it sounds like a pretty broad thing, but it's actually very important. Because if you know your data, you can really leverage that. Let's say you're trying to get a job in IT or somewhere else, and you don't even know the average salary for your skill set, or you're not aware of the demand for a certain thing. How do you expect to make a good amount of money or great salary if you didn't even do your research? Now compare that to someone who, before getting that job, who went ahead and studied all of the job boards, all of the salaries, companies, candidates, how many there are, with the same skill set or the same level as you have, while having the exact data and expectation. That person goes to the interview or goes to ask a salary raise. How much more effective would that person be? A lot of people are stuck in one place because they are afraid of unknown. What if I lose my job? Or what if the other one will not pay me as much? But again, all of that is coming from the lack of certainty, knowledge, or simply data. Where can I find a job, or what skills should I learn to improve my salary and just overall income? How can I make sure that I even pass the interview? And how can I be the perfect fit, if not even more? The same things again apply for owning your own business, regardless of the size, whether that's small or medium size. If you don't know your main target audience, or if you don't know if somebody would even need that product, and you don't know how to price it, you'd still have to learn so much as you go. Otherwise, you won't be able to succeed with it, because the lack of understanding the problem that people face, or lack of understanding the market in general, wouldn't get you far in life. So does that include going and actually interviewing people about your product, studying all of the competitor websites and apps, trying to experiment with multiple things, trying to collect as many data as you can and improving it? Absolutely. And the only person who is in your way right now is only you. So I hope you liked the video, and I wanted to say that it doesn't matter if you're trying to get a job online, or you're trying to start your own business, or you're just trying to make more money. I hope that all of these tips will help you get to your goal faster. So share your thoughts in the comments and which of these that you're doing already. So regardless where you're at, I want to wish you to achieve your goals and to get something that you truly deserve. So thank you for watching this video all the way to this point. If you liked it, you can support me by giving it a like and subscribing to this channel. Here I talk about cool technologies, AI, my journey, and overall online entrepreneurship. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Peace.